What's good, everyone? Jets take off. The Jets are hosting the Texans at MetLife Stadium. There's a lot of stories to watch for in this game, even if we don't believe the Jets are going to win this, because the way the offense has been playing, I don't expect the Jets to win any more games. But the big news is that Zach Wilson is stepping back in as the starting quarterback, which is a good and bad thing for multiple reasons. Zach is clearly the best quarterback on the roster, but here's the thing. This is win-win in my eyes, because either A, Zach Wilson plays good to where he can up his trade value to where the Jets can ship him off at the end of the season, or Zach stinks and the Jets, they lose out the rest of the season because the Patriots just won as I'm recording. So the number 2 overall pick, there's a chance the Jets could get that pick if they lose out. So it is a win-win scenario. You'd like to see the offense look good, but I also understand, and hey, I'm rooting for the tank too. So just look for Zach Wilson. The best outcome from this Houston Texans game is Zach Wilson will make some pretty special throws, but the Jets will lose in another close game. But I like the Jets defense. Speaking positively, the Jets defense, I think they match up very well against the Houston Texans, especially with Tank Dell being out for the Texans. It's really going to force CJ Stroud into a tough situation where one of his best playmakers is down, and the Jets' cornerback room is already loaded with Sauce, DJ Reed, and Michael Carter II. So I think the Jets might actually slow down CJ Stroud quite a bit in the air, just because of how good the Jets' secondary has been playing this season, paired with the Jets' pass rush against a little bit of a banged-up Texans offensive line. So I expect the Jets' defense to ball out, keep doing their thing. I don't expect CJ Stroud to light us up, so that's a good thing, because even though we're rooting for losses, I guess speaking from a best possible scenario outcome, because we're not making the playoffs, you want to see the defense keep playing good so that the defensive guys don't lose motivation, because if they shut down a guy like CJ Stroud, that really boosts their optimism and confidence. Something else I want to see in this game, we got to get some more young guys on the field and give them more playing time. And one guy who I would like to see carry over his strong performance from last week and his incorporation in the game plan is Xavier Gipson. Xavier Gipson had a great game last week, and I think he had 5 catches with over 70 yards. That's awesome. I want to see Xavier Gipson be another focus of the offense this week. Now, will that change with Zach stepping back in at quarterback? Probably, but I want to see Xavier Gipson get a lot of playing time because he looked good last week. He had the explosion. He was shifty. He was really good after the catch. He was tight-roping the sidelines. I want to see more of Xavier Gipson because it gives the Jets a grasp on whether they can rely on him to be a part of their receiving core next year alongside as a returner. So that's definitely something I'm looking for against the Houston Texans game. But realistically, I don't expect the Jets to win this. Like I said earlier, the best-case scenario, Jets play close. You see good flashes of Zach Wilson to boost his trade value at the end of the season, but the Jets lose because, with the Patriots winning, the Jets legitimately have a chance at the 2nd overall pick. Who would have thought that heading into the start of this year? The 2nd overall pick could lead to so many opportunities, so that is the best outcome, but I'd like to see the young guys get involved, like I said. That's another thing, because the season, it's pretty much a wash if we're being realistic. Playoff chances, so minimum, but honestly, from my perspective, with the way the Jets' offense has been historically terrible, do we really expect them to even make the playoffs? Because I certainly don't. We see Jets games week in, week out. It is hard to watch the offense. It is brutal. Brutally bad. Worse than Adam Gase, which is, I can't believe I'm even saying that. So that's the best case scenario, but you want to see the young guys. Nathaniel Hackett, he's talking in his press conference saying that Izzy has a lot of ways to go in pass blocking. Come on. That is not a valid excuse. The season's already pretty much over. Get Izzy in the lineup. And the thing is, Breece Hall, he did not practice for 2 days in a row, so Dalvin Cook might be the lead running back, and that could lead to Izzy Abanikanda getting his shot as running back too. So that is something that is going to be really exciting to look out for because, he has explosiveness this offense kind of needs. And Breece Hall is probably one of our most explosive playmakers. Hey, let's substitute an explosive guy for another explosive guy who's a young guy, because when Dalvin Cook leaves at the end of this year, we got to know, is Izzy a viable running back too? So that's all I really have to talk about. I actually do think the Jets are really going to slow down this Houston Texans offense unless they can just run the football. which has been the Jets' weakness on defense, but I have full confidence in the Jets secondary. Even if CJ Stroud is electric and amazing, the Jets defense will limit CJ Stroud. So that's something fun that you all are going to see. I'm calling it right now, but that's all I really have for you guys today. It sucks I can't preview how the Jets are going to win because, to be honest, like I said, with how bad the offense is, I think it was 3 weeks ago, I just said, you know what, I am not believing that the Jets are going to win games from here on out because they can't even score a touchdown. And if a team can't score a touchdown, why do you think they're going to win a game? Let's be honest. So let me know, Jets fans, what do you expect with this Houston Texans game? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Players to look out for, because the number one guy, like I said, Xavier Gibson, he really impressed me last week, and I hope he can continue. To impress, and hopefully guys like Brownlee can also get some action. So let me know what you think. And also Jeremy Ruckert, he needs to be in a lot more formations. He needs a lot of snaps. You know what? Do a 50-50 with him and Conklin, because Conklin's actually been pretty good for us this year, but season's kind of a wash, so you want to get Ruckert all that playing time that you can give him. So let me know, Jets fans. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know, best case scenario. Do you want to tank and lose out? Because the Patriots, they won. The Jets legitimately have a chance at the second overall pick in this year's draft, which is mind-blowing. But it's also mind-blowing how bad the Jets offense is. Let me know, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.